So to be completely honest, this isn't my actual voice. But, I'm sure you can tell, it sounds very auto-generated. Anyhow, I prefer to be anonymous, but still do the things I love to do. That being said, nor my face, voice or name will be displayed. You may call me Ghosty or Belfie. I'm 20 plus years of age also. All that being said, let's get into today's video. Also, to state for the record, I do not censor words or descriptions. Images, maybe due to banishment, because who has time for that? Okay, now let's really begin. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ted Bundy has been so overdone, so over-talked about, but my channel is about talking serial killers, creepy, scary, horror and true crime, and what's a channel without one of the most notorious killers? Now, I don't censor anything, so words if anything are the only thing that can possibly be triggering. Watch with great discretion. Theodore Robert, better known as Ted Bundy, was an American serial killer who kidnapped, raped and murdered dozens of young women and girls. I told you I didn't censor words. During the 1970s, and even, quite possibly earlier. Born to Eleanor Louise Cowell, later Louise Bundy, and as Google would tell you that, Johnny Culpepper Bundy is his biological father, he may not be. For his biological father is believed to be a United Air Force veteran named Lloyd Marshall. Though, a copy of it listed his father as unknown. Maury who? We don't know him. Irrelevant. Now, the man loved the attention his murders garnered him, and sadly, most of his supporters were women mainly due to his charm, wit, and even, dare I say, good looks.
So you see, that's where the trouble began. That smile. That damn smile.
No one should expect me to do a video like this without a little dark humor added. Many were in the United States, the west of America, so, I'm good because I'm from the east, but we're not here to talk about me. Anyway, this dude moved. I mean, moved. No, not city to city, but from state to state. I mean, for a guy who was born and raised in, oh come on, where is this state?
Porca demonia. Dove sei tu?
Oh there you are.
Tu piccolo bastardo.
Any damn way, by now you should know I suck at geography. Moving on. Where was I? Oh yes. I mean, for a guy who was born and raised in Burlington, Vermont, he traveled to Washington, Colorado and Oregon. Hell, he even went to Utah for women. Talk about being well-traveled, eh? With an unknown number of murders, mainly college-aged women. While being in Colorado, he was convicted of kidnapping, but he escaped custody, moving south to Florida, where he killed multiple times more. Yes, let me give you a quick reminder. Females sexualized the shit out of this guy. He was the equivalent of attractiveness as Marilyn Monroe to these women. Hell, even some of the women believed him to be innocent. I don't know why, other than the possible reasons I gave, but yeah. Women can be gross too, not just guys. This girl was 14, also, his first victim. Bundy's final arrest and its aftermath captured nationwide attention, as the accused murderer as he acted as his own lawyer during what is believed to have been the first televised murder trial, welcomed interviews and even boasted of the fans he had created. This man was so smart he was his own lawyer who got a compliment from the judge. His exact words, and I quote,
"You would have made a good lawyer. I would have loved to have you practice in front of me. But you went the wrong way, partner. Take care of yourself."
Believe it or not, Ted Bundy went by several other names: Chris Hagen, Kenneth Misner, Officer Roseland, Richard Burton, and Rolf Miller. This guy sure liked to play pretend, huh? Damn, 1980 must have been a killer decade. Okay, I'll stop. Believe it or not, this man had a child known as Rose Bundy, yes, consensually. Hard to believe, I know. Not really, due to his support by many oh so generous and willing donors. If you can't tell, that last part was sarcastic. They weren't generous, they were gross. Conceived with Carol Ann Boone in 1982. Who may or may have not changed her name to Abigail Griffin. Though, Bundy was eventually executed via electric chair on January 24, 1989 at the age of 42 in Florida State Prison, Rayford, Florida, U.S. If you don't know what the electric chair is, that means you're not old enough for my videos, and it can also be a story for another day. This guy also died with a smile on his face. Let's recap, shall we? This guy. This woman. Mainly, this guy. Killed her, raped and killed her, she survived, and this is the fucker's car. He got away more than once. Was his own whole-ass lawyer. Impressed a judge. Had more fans than the ABCDEFU song. Had a kid who probably changed her name out of shame. And impersonated a whole-ass cop. I'm being dead ass. Don't get me wrong, I'm not making fun of murder victims or rape victims or any type of victim. In fact, I actually feel sorry for them and I wish I could pay my respects to them. No one should have to go through something as awful as that. I'm making fun of Ted. Yes, while he was an intelligent man, he wasn't too intelligent because his stupid ass still got caught. And if you still think I'm making fun of dead people, well, let's be honest here, the entire internet is. Least we forget. Submarine. That should be enough for you guys to know where this is going.